airbag light stays on. Disconnect this block connector. Welcome back guys to the ATB channel. I am working on the E46 again. There's an airbag light on the dashboard, and I believe that it's the driver's side driver's side tensioner, belt tensioner. So I believe there's something wrong with it, something faulty with it. I have read online that there's a quick way to disconnect it, obviously with the battery off, and then clean it up and connect it back up again and see if that clears the code. So I'm going to give that a try today, see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'll investigate further into it. First thing I'm going to do is give myself access to the battery and then take off the negative terminal. What I should have done before taking the battery off is lifting the seat up so I can get access to the connector, so I'm going to go do that now. Found that it's easier if you put the seat all the way back and then up, so that you can get access to the connector underneath. Right, I'm going to simply take off the negative terminal here, just using a 10mm spanner. What I'm going to do here guys is look for the connector for what's going to the pre-tensioner, which is right at the back there, and I believe it goes into this block connector. So what I'm going to do is disconnect this block connector just by pulling the tab like that, pulling this out. I'm going to give a blast of air into this connector and a blast of air into this connector, and connect it all back up and see if it's changed anything with the light. So I'm going to give that a try now. Right, I've got an air line coming in from my garage into the car, and I'm going to give it a good old blast. I might need to put you guys down somewhere in a good place that you can watch. Right, I've blasted air through it, so I'm going to connect it back now. Just making sure that it's all good. And I'm going to seat it back inside its housing. So there's some metal clips here, and it slides, the plastic connector slides onto that metal bracket. So yeah, I'm going to connect the battery back and see if that's done anything. These batteries are temperamental, well these cars are temperamental. Make sure that you block up the nut, otherwise the car just won't be happy. BMWs, eh? Right, I'm going to start the car and see if it's done anything. It went off for a moment and came back on. So I got a feeling that I have to replace the pre-tensioner on here. I checked the wiring, everything seems to be fine. Sometimes it's not the pre-tensioner, sometimes all it is the loom. So I'm going to see if I can get hold of a loom. If not, I'll have to change the pre-tensioner. Right, before I changed anything, I tried one more thing, which was I basically removed the connector from behind here. So that connector there, basically that plastic tab on top, you got to pry it up with a small screwdriver, and then the connector comes out of the pre-tensioner. I then blasted air onto the connector on both sides, so the connector side and the actual unit itself. I then connected the battery, connected it all back up, connected the battery back on, and gave it a try. And when I start the car now, the airbag light is now gone. So easy fix guys. Sometimes you don't have to change parts, sometimes it's just a case of cleaning connectors or checking wires, and there you have it. I've saved a lot of money here just by doing some simple things. Sometimes what you might find is that you have to use a diagnostics or a scan tool just to clear the code. So either go to your local garage and get it cleared and try that. If not, just buy a small scanner tool and give that a try, and sometimes that works after cleaning the connectors. So clean the connectors, make sure your battery is disconnected, and fit it all back together, and then clear the code on the scanner and see if that works. There you go, guys. I hope that's helped you out and saved you a bit of money. Sometimes these things work, sometimes they don't. Give it a try before you buy anything, and I hope it fixes your problem. Cheers for watching, guys. See you on the next one.